All right, welcome to another episode of OPA to OPM. This is going to be one of the most hectic episodes that we talk about yet again, going over some of the things that we're going over. Demil, Markel, appreciate you guys for being here today.
What it do, what it do.
What's good? What's good? What's good, everyone? What's good?
Man, this one took us a little while to get here. We had to miss a couple days, a couple weeks. But during this episode, we're going to talk about some of the things that are going on. What a lot of people are going through may relate to us, and we may relate to you. So we just want to go over some of those things. But also, the main point of this episode is just to give away straight gems. We talked about it, and one of the things that we were missing out on was the game. Like, people want to know the game. So we're going to talk about hectic things, but we're also going to be talking about the game to get you out of that space that you in. So, Demel, what's going on with you, man?
Oh man, what's going on? There's a lot going on, my man. Like right now, focus on a upcoming event that I'm doing, or two upcoming events, with two of our recent guests. So I'm having a event, UPC Friday. Our guest Les Hamilton is hosting his own podcast, live podcast. I'll be helping out with that, and also another one of our guests on Saturday is hosting a live podcast slash event as well. Randall, excuse me, my fault, Randall Malfiston. So man, just got a lot of things coming up. Trying to stay busy, trying to stay productive, and yeah, man. That's, for the most part, that's what we got going on. Of course, we have other things as well, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, Marquette, what's up with you, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I just got over a stomach virus. So,
Stomach virus is crazy.
Yeah. Had me down for 3 days, and I couldn't do no work or nothing for real how I wanted to. So I kind of been beating myself up about it, but also still learning to extend myself some grace. So, yeah, man, I'm blessed to be here.
You can't control that.
Yeah. Blessed to be here. Not stressing about it. Didn't let it stress me out. I can say I'm blessed to be here. First day healthy, had a really good day. Kill shit in the gym, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I can't complain.
So again, I wanted to do this episode because, as y'all can see, none of us got haircuts, right? We all got shit going on because again, it's like it ain't always perfect. And I was talking to Demil and Markel. It's like the main reason we started this podcast was because of you always see people talking about, oh, I was, the rags to riches stories. Like, oh, I was sleeping on the floor. Now I'm sleeping in,
Penthouse.
the penthouse Ritz-Carlton kind of thing. And then they like touch on the things that got them there, but they don't really talk about it as they're going through the stuff. So it's like we want to focus back on like the original content, which was, raw in the moment kind of feeling of what's going on. Because a lot of people have shit going on. Like, you watching this, you probably have your stuff going on. And you're like, man, if I could just get out of this thing. And we were talking about the microwave society that we live in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Where everybody wants instant gratification, where it's like you want to have shit going on like now, right? What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's something that I think everyone battles, like especially in the age of social media, where the Instagram, the TikToks, and everything in between, it's something shit I battle with, something I think I can safely assume that all of us battle with, right? Because we're seeing our peers or people our age group and people either younger than us or slightly older than us, we're seeing them be successful, and we're seeing them, kind of be in the position that that we ourselves want to be in, correct? And so. Yeah, man, it's just a daily struggle. And I feel like a lot of people, if you're not comfortable with yourself, if you don't, love yourself, it's easily to become depressed and, have that anxiety. Like, what am I doing? Especially like the times we're in right now, because crazy rapid inflation. I was reading an article today in the Wall Street Journal where the Fed states that they can't bring the interest rates down because inflation hasn't stopped growing, So it's like, especially in today's where it's becoming like the haves and have-nots.
Yeah.
So it's easy to become anxious and depressed and just wanting to go there right now. We were just talking about that before, like we started filming and recording. Like, yo, like especially with me right now, like, I'm going through like a rut where it's like, yo, I'm not where I want to be right now. And I think I love the conversation we had earlier. I'm sorry, Michael,
No, you good.
Be long winded. It's like when you said this the reason why we started the podcast, and then I've had to remember, like, yo, you're right. Because we're not. This is not Bigger Pockets, Earn Your Leisure, or like those guys are millionaires, right? Like we're still in the trenches. We're still in the grind, trying to get out this 9 to 5, trying to get out the rat race. So I think that's very unique. Like a lot of people, they try to put on even if they're not successful, they try to put on the facade that they are more successful than they are. And so like you're saying, like shit, like dog, I be wearing some of the same motherfucking jeans and hoodies and sweatshirts up this motherfucker from time to time, and be like, it is what it is, because like right now it's grind season. It ain't be fresh and look fly season. It ain't.
I got a quote for that.
What's that?
Right now it's grind season, not shine season.
Damn right. It's not. We're not trying to act like we're living a life of opulence. So yeah, bro. So right now it is what it is. So what about you, Markel?
Yeah, like you said, man, I don't got no haircut right now, beard on it.
Niggas looking dusty as a motherfucker
right
now.
Oh, see, I got on the
It's
gym
grind season,
shirt,
not shine season.
straight from the gym
man.
fit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but I'll say, like, grind, we really are grinding right now. And, I can attest to that. Like, I always try to keep myself, very upkeep, with a haircut and everything, but only that's like when an event comes around or something. Other than that, I'm like tunnel vision on what I gotta do, what needs to get done, X, Y, and Z. I'm always confident in myself, so I don't really worry about.
Man, y'all niggas, man, y'all.
You know what I'm
ain't had no
saying?
haircut in a minute.
Hey.
Y'all hairline still. But I take this hat off. You see my receding hair.
He got the
like
Chico bean.
Man, I got
got
the
the Chico
LeBron on this
bean.
motherfucker. I got the LeBron 2010, 2011 haircut.
Kill the headband.
But I was gonna say, to touch on instant gratification though, I would say it was something I struggled with. I wouldn't say I struggle with it anymore, only because I've been around and seen what it's done to people. And then I believe we talked about it before on the show, or I know us three have talked about it, but all the businesses that got successful and blew up instantly during COVID, and now that we're 4 or 5 years out from now, only low percentage, 3 to 10% of those businesses are still standing.
Yeah, it was
and
like
successful.
coverpreneurs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, one, I learned that building a successful business is not a trend. You know what I'm saying? Two, how we just said, how as fast as the money comes in is as fast as it's going to go out. Bro, I've been doing photography for 11 years. It's nothing for me to make fast, good money. So, you know what I'm saying? And three, bro, I done failed at, and I don't like, well, people are trying to get me out, trying to get me to stop saying the word fail, but I done did every damn near business you could think of, from Forex to Legal Shield to any fucking marketing business you could think of. I done tried it. Had a yacht business, Amazon, FBA, fitness.
Yeah, I did want to touch on those parts where it's like,
Pause.
anyways, when we were talking about before, I think it was before Dave Mel came in, it was like the amount of debt. I can't hear that.
I know it's all good. They gonna hear it though.
Oh, okay. He over there pressing buttons. Neither one of us can hear it.
Hey, it is what it is. Where's some motherfucking where the mantras then?
So, anywho, we were talking about like the level of debt that you got to overcome. And it's like, I think it's like the average person doesn't even have $1,000 to their name, right? And for somebody who doesn't have $1,000 to their name, trying to get money, and their thought process is like, how do I get the most money right now? But what they're not realizing is the people that they see that are now coming out of those things had to overcome a incredible amount of debt and keep going at it and keep whacking at the amount of debt that they had and the failures that they had and the battling the internal battles that they had going on themselves to be able to get to that part. And it's like if people knew, the people who had less than $1,000 to their name, if they knew what that person who has these tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars had to go through and overcome to get there, it'd make them fold. So, Markel, you were talking about what you had to go through to get to this position. And even still, you're still, like, again, you're in the grind season, not the shine season. But the amount that you had to overcome, crazy.
Yeah. And I will say, I think something else that gives me peace outside of, casting my cares to God and, just having faith in him and like also putting in the work behind it, I would say is best way I can explain this feeling. And I've been like explaining this to a couple people, but all my goals and everything just feel so much more tangible now, or not even like they're so close. Like an analogy I use is, bro, your parents ever been downstairs cooking and you go downstairs, you hungry as hell, and you like, damn, when the food gonna be ready? And he like, 30 more minutes. And you like, oh, 30 more minutes, I'm about to tear this food up.
Right.
Bro, that's how I feel. Like, I just know, especially this month of May, like going into June 1st, because I got a big goal I want to hit by June 1st, but without that, you gotta have a plan. And now that I had a plan, it's like, oh, no, this is really doable. And just seeing the results that's been coming from it so far, it's like, damn.
So for the people who feel as though they're far away from their goals, how can they get those goals closer to the reality of like you said, the goal seems so far away until it's not, and then it's like, yo, I can almost touch the goal. Like, how do they get to that part?
So two things, two like advices two pieces of advice I was given from my mentor. The first one was read the 12-week year, and that literally taught me how to plan.
Who's that by? Do you know? I don't know.
Shoot, I'm gonna tell y'all. But the 12-week year, and then
I told you we giving game out today.
Yeah, the 12-week year. Read that. It changed. It gave me a whole, like, it altered my whole paradigm shift. Like it caused a paradigm shift, as I should say. And then the other thing was, my bad. What was the question?
For someone who's in the position where they're in now, that they feel as though they're drowning and they're trying to find out their goal, what steps can they put in place to get their goals closer to them? Like, now they don't have to go to their goals come to them.
Yeah. So first go read that book so you can learn how to actually plan.
Then take your gut away. Oh, my fault.
And then the next best thing I was told was, when you're planning, work backwards. So it's hard for us to actually know what we know what our goal is or our dream desired state. We know where we're trying to get, right? But because we never accomplished these things, we don't know exactly how to do it. So when we're trying to figure out the how, that is what causes procrastination. It's what causes us to get overwhelmed and stuff. So when you're trying to figure out those hows, working backwards, and it's crazy. It's like, how the hell do you work backwards? But working backwards from starting with your goal and then working, the steps. Instead of starting with step 1, you start with step 10.
Give an example,
makes it easier
because like somebody might be able to I see what you mean, but like,
so
and don't give a BS answer. Give like a real world something that you personally worked through.
Something that I'm personally working through now is I would say, well, a couple of them, but I would say the main thing I'm working on now is being consistent on posting on social media.
Okay, so what would step 10, 9, 8, 7?
So step 10 would be me having a full library of just content, like batch content. I don't even gotta worry about recording today, or if I wanted to go 2-3 weeks without recording or creating some type of like, not even creating content, because I feel like you should always be creating content. And that's one thing that I'm learning, especially with the day and age that we're in.
Right.
But having content ready, you know what I'm saying? So in order for me to have that library of like, let's say 90 pieces of content, it's like, all right, now I have content days. You know, but we was talking about working backwards.
Yeah, so it
all
sounds
right,
like
I had step 10 would initially was all right, this library.
So it's the dream goal is step 10. Like if we're going step from 1 to 10, 10 will be the goal.
Yeah, 10 would essentially be the goal.
Okay.
So my goal was to have that full library. All right, so to get that full library, well, what does the full library look like? The 90 pieces of content. All right, so what do those 90 pieces of content look like? And all of them doesn't have to be the same thing. It could be a quick video like how we just did before here. Quick 7-second video. Throw some words or a song over top of that joint. Keeping people updated on my lifestyle because people love to see and be a part of your lifestyle. Or just, like I said, just dropping a quick gem. This bank is giving away $75K right now. Go apply. Or these is the things you need to apply. And because it's 7 seconds, and it's information people gonna have to read. People gonna have to keep playing that video because I put it in the
So it makes it more viral.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or because I put it in the comment section and now you gotta read this long comment section. Videos just keep playing that 7 seconds while you in the comment section. Now
I didn't even think about that.
it's getting more views. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, doing your research too. Like that's a part of the planning part. But like I said, that's just a couple steps. I don't want, go into the whole episode about that. But
yeah. So it sounds like you start with the dream outcome. It's like, all right.
My bad. It's by Brian P. Morton too.
What's the book called again?
The 12-week year.
12-week. All right. So you start with the dream outcome. Then you scale down. Like, all right, cool. What would I need to right before getting that dream outcome? What would that look like? And like you said, that would be categorizing your videos and content. And before that, it's planning your content. Like, all right, cool. These are the things that I would need to do. And then I guess you would start going down. It's like, all right, these are the days that I would do it. These are the people that I would research. These are the people I might collab with.
This is the type of content I'm gonna create. As far as like, all right, when I'm sitting down actually talking about like trying to drop some gems for the people and everything. All right, these are some subjects I'm gonna need to touch on because this is what I'm seeing is popular, or on my other page, this is like most of my following might be in the cosmetic industry. So I need to touch on stuff that's going to help the cosmetic industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think getting towards step 1 also, I want to talk about, because we were talking about this with the dart analogy, where a lot of people try to become successful up here. But what they don't do, or they forget to do, is to put it down on paper. And so the analogy goes like this: like, imagine that you have a dartboard. Like you're sitting here, and I tell you stand up, and there's a dartboard in front of you, right? And I tell you, all right, I want you to take this dart and then throw it at the dartboard. And you're like, all right, cool, I can do that, no problem. But then I put a blindfold on you, spin you around 3 times, and then say, all right, go ahead and do it now. More than likely, you'd be like, I don't know where it's at. And a lot of people try attacking their goals in that way, where they try to just blindly throw a dart at a dartboard. But if I took the blindfold off you, now all of a sudden you can see the dartboard again. And what that looks like is planning your steps. Most people say that they're planning it, but again, it's all up here. It's not on paper. And when it's like with your business, what we were doing with Miro, right? If you need something to visualize what you got going on, creating mind maps, creating structure, creating any type of like form of like, yo, this is all right, I can see it now, right? All right. And if you're a person who likes, physically touching things, if you got an iPad, you could touch the screen and stuff like that. Relax. Anyways,
I want to go take it nowhere, bro. I just think Kale look at me and smile. Oh, fuck.
Nah, I wasn't gonna take it. I wasn't gonna take it nowhere. It was crazy too.
Right.
Man.
No Cosby. But anyways, right?
I like how you cleaned it up real fast, though. You knew it was up. You cleaned it up real fast.
Miro, right. So Miro, Miro, is an app that you can use to go ahead and visually like create something like your thoughts and put it down on paper. And so what we were doing with Markel's business, I was like, yo, you got your business sounds great, right? You got every step planned out, but that's just it. It sounds great. I can't see it from my perspective. And if you try to pitch this to somebody else, you're trying to paint a picture in their mind versus trying to actually just show them. And so with Miro, you can we were able to say, oh, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. And now, wait a minute. Wait, go back to step 2. Something's in step 2, it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of people don't do that, and now you're aiming at a dartboard that you can't see.
Yeah, I think that would be a dope YouTube video just to show people that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, just a separate video in itself for just showing like the things that we use. So Miro will probably be a great episode. Not an episode, but a video.
That is a great, not just a mural, but
Planning, like how?
yeah, how we plan, things that we use to plan, and then or just like software and stuff that like helps us in our everyday business lives.
Let us know in the comments would y'all like to start see some behind the scenes stuff, man.
Yeah, or even questions y'all have about life or business, on how to find solutions to different stuff.
Yeah, so go ahead, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that because that is a good thing to separate. Because one of the topics that we were talking about is like, how do we separate ourselves? That's nobody's talking about how to actually plan and like showing you live. Like, all right, this is our current problem that we're working through live, and here's how we're going to do it. One of the things we were talking about off air was, and this is something that you watching this can do. Like we also heard of like you guys heard like SOSU boards, right?
Social boards?
SOSU, like where SOSU.
Oh, okay.
I think it said soul.
No, I think you thought you said social boards.
Nah. So basically, it was that thing where it's like, oh yeah, we all put it into a pot, and then the person at the top gets paid out, and then they goes to the next person.
Yeah.
That thing. But what people don't realize is you can do that with your local friends and say, yo, I use this software to edit my videos, this software to manage this software to do that, this software to do that.
Right.
You got that same thing. We're all on the basic plan. Let's say the basic plan is $15 a month, right? Or round number $20 a month. So everybody's paying $20 a month, but it doesn't make sense because if you got the biggest package or the enterprise level package, the highest package that you could get, that package is, let's say, $60, but now you get unlimited people to access and unlimited this and unlimited storage and all this unlimited stuff, right? And you got 4 people who are all paying $20. That's $80. Now you can save $20. Put that $20 towards something else.
All right.
So I like that idea of just, again, showing people our current problems that we're working through. And one of the things that we were going to do was, yo, everybody write down what you got going on. Write down your softwares that you're using, the apps that you're using, the headaches that you got going on. And let's start using, another thing to organize this, you got 2 options. You can use a Google spreadsheet, right, where everybody can start going into it, or Trello. You guys heard of Trello, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Trello, Trel, is it 2 L's or 1?
Yeah, it's 2 L's.
2 L's.
Didn't you send us the link?
Yes.
We ain't used it.
And
That's crazy.
we never used it.
There it goes.
So there's an accountability thing on camera where we set something up where we didn't follow through.
So Trello is like one of those things where it's, again, organizing, right? Miro is to map out everything and get all your stuff like just out on paper and just like get the mess from up here down on paper. Trello is like, all right, once you get the ideas flowing, here's how you categorize it. Here's how you structure it and set it up in a way where it's like, all right, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 kind of thing, right? And now it's like we can use Trello to say, all right, cool. Step 1, everybody's going to write down their current headaches and the things that they're using to help try to solve those headaches. Step 2, we start figuring out who's using the same thing. Like with me and Markel. Markel's trying to use DocuSign, and he's trying to use Wix, and he's trying to use this other platform. I'm like, yo, this one platform that I'm using does all that stuff. So now you don't have to pay $15 here, $30 there, another $15 there. That's $60 when my total subscription is, let's say, $200. Now we can start combining money and stuff like that and then put that in Trello. So just kind of shifting to the next topic where it's like the instant gratification thing. What's your thoughts on like seeing, like, you go on social media, you open up social media, and you see 19-year-old kid making $200,000, $400,000 a week.
I'll say
And then you got you.
I say, bro, you can't let that shit like. If you're gonna use it as motivation. Don't use it as hate or be like, damn, like why can't that be me? Because you don't know like how true their story is, and then two, I only speak on me for this one, but I know if I would have got that instant gratification, like with that yacht, and we was doing 40K like weeks or months, bro, I wouldn't know none of the shit I know now, especially with like behind financial literacy. Two,
And be out here living like Floyd Mayweather.
yeah, I'll be wilding. Bro, I wouldn't be humble as I am, bro. I would be wilding, food. Like, and I wouldn't know how to handle that.
Fun coupons.
Bro, I wouldn't know how to freaking handle money or invest it properly, bro. I wouldn't know about shit, life insurance policies, none of that, bro. I'd be some little cocky shit, and we'd probably ran through and blew that money. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be right back at square one. So, yeah, bro.
I think that is a big thing where it's like people like, man, why ain't I getting it? Why ain't I getting it? It's like I always thought about this like as I was growing up because like you said, when you start getting into the network marketing and the MLMs and stuff like that, and you start seeing people who making like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, you know, and they just started out, and you're like, well, damn, why am I not getting that? And I always internalized that. I'm only speaking for myself, but I internalized that when I didn't get the goals that I wanted, it's because God was like, nah, if you get it now, you won't learn how to appreciate it.
Amen.
I understand that, but I have a pushback against that.
Go ahead.
Not pushback, but just a different view on that. Like especially like with MLM network marketing, the reason why you're not getting the results because you probably didn't have the same experiences as these people, and you don't have the skills they have. So you don't have the experiences which probably led to them acquiring the new skill that they got. Because I believe network marketing, especially any business, you have to know how to be a salesman, right? And so the reason why this person can come into a business and shoot to the top because he has charisma. You know, he or he or she has charisma. They know how to communicate. You know, like they know how to press without being too demanding. You know, they're likable. You know, which is kind of charisma as well. You know, and so like, yeah. So if like that's one of the skills I think every person should know. Like I was watching a YouTube video of Alex Hormozy, and I want to I think the name is Andy Elliott or something like that. Like he's a sales trainer on YouTube. Like I've been watching a lot of his videos lately because I want to acquire the skill of being a salesman.
So
right? A good salesman.
Oh my bad.
And so, yeah, bro. I was like every business owner should know how to make sales. Should know how to talk to people. And so I think that can be if you want to not quick rise to fame or overnight success. It's just like learning skills, man. Learning skills to get where you want to be. But what you about to say, Michael?
So I was gonna say, for me, network marketing isn't just sales, or at least the network marketing opportunities that I've been introduced to wasn't just sales. It was always about building a team, and you get 3 people under you, then those 3 people get 3 people.
That's still sales.
Creating it's a sales, but it's a system.
Yeah. So,
you're selling yourself to the.
At what point in that system can, let's say, if I brought you and Alex in, at what point could Alex rise above me?
At one point.
At what point, and why wouldn't Alex ever be able to rise above me?
Well, I don't know why, but still, I don't know where every system, every MLM, because some are definitely.
Now, if we talking about real corporate systems, bro, even though I might be a manager and y'all came in, you know, as sales leads, y'all can grow to rise above me.
All right.
Even if I brought y'all in, you know what I'm saying?
I won't pass that past though. In some network marketing where people who you do bring under can rise above you, depending. Because you will get credit for their success. I guess that's the reason why it's different, like the regular corporate structure.
I'm gonna always
like
be
you
like
get like you always.
I'm always get more than you get because I'm eating off of you.
I ain't gonna say more than you than me, but you gonna get a cut of everything I do.
Well, I wasn't even just saying like specifically MLM. I'm just saying in general as well. Like even with because some people don't even want to do business. Some people just want to have a job,
right,
and just coast. That's a good thought process. Like a job ain't like if that's all you want to do is just
let's not shit on anybody who just comfortable with their job.
I'm about to say shit. I got two of them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I ain't shitting, but I'm just saying it's like to hit to a new level. Like you got to realize at one point, like having a job is going to cap you at a certain level unless you have a sales job, right? Most jobs are going to cap you on the earning potential that you can make within a certain time frame. Because if you coming in year one, you definitely not making 100K like on most jobs. Like you can, but like it's not normal. But again, it's like that instant gratification people are aiming for is not realistic. But we were talking about expectation versus the reality, and that difference is disappointment.
Right.
So that's a tough one because again, it's like people really want to figure out how do I bridge those two.
We both know somebody. I'm probably closer to him than you, or I know I'm closer to him than you are. But we both know somebody, and I'm talking about Forex, who blew up in Forex. Who?
Trying to think who.
Yeah, because I ain't trying. And because I love them, like as a person and everything, and everything. But I'm just saying, like blew up in Forex, and because people didn't learn how to actually trade. Like trading Forex is actually a really great thing. Like if you actually learn the skill and actually learn how to trade, very profitable. But that's also a skill that takes 3 to 5 years to really develop and more time to really master. You know what I'm saying? So the people that were like, let's just talk about the people that was successful at bringing people on their team, bruh.
But that's IML though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that quick money, bruh, did not last, bruh. Those
for real.
Bro, those people aren't. They're not in that same position no more. Like, bro, they're not. They don't have that $1,000 coming in like how.
Shoot!
Like only like ones that are still at the top are not even those are the ones that started the shit and moved on to a different company.
That is something because like these people, like you said, like. With social media, you see so many people that started and like, I got this great lifestyle, but they're not able to maintain that jump.
That's what I'm saying. So like, where are the people? Show me the people who've been in business for 5 years, bro.
I'm about to say because even I can speak on that. Like shit,
who's been doing this shit 5 years and like can show me next year like, oh, this is what I'm about to like projected to make, and it's more than. The last 5 years. Like show me that and then like all right.
Show me them tax returns.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like show me. Like, bro, 1-2 years, bro. Cool. I'm not gonna say you got lucky, but
beginner's luck is the thing.
Yeah. Like, bro, I got and like I ain't doing none of this to talk down on nobody, but it's just talking about real experiences. I got 2 friends, one of them like really close friend, like a brother. They started a business. I ain't gonna say which business it is because that's gonna be real hot. Started a business, crazy successful, like in the DMV, like crazy successful. Like 2-3 year run, but they never had that foundation set up. Like, I'm just saying it was a car rental business. Fuck it, I'm sorry. It was a car rental business, but like when I talk about the foundational pieces, they didn't have a system for if you got tickets. You know what I'm saying? So it was like little stuff.
You talking about me?
Are you talking about me? Like, yo.
Hey, no, I actually wasn't talking about them. Like,
No,
you know what
but
I'm saying?
that's real shit though.
Yeah, but like, so it's just like not having those foundational pieces, like, can come back to really bite you in the ass.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, because I was going to say, speaking of Turo, that was like, yeah, like, I was, them first couple months, you would have thought, nigga, I hit the fucking jackpot.
I was like, yeah, the bill.
Yeah,
But-
man, but some tickets and them tolls and shit start coming in. It's like,
Man.
yo, I went from the fucking mansion to the motherfucking poorhouse real fast, you know? And so, but yeah, bro, like, that was just to speak on, give you an example of a real life example, because I don't, you know, I like to talk about the shit that I've been through, you know, so, because, yeah, like, I can speak on every fucking situation about that, like, the shit, like, the decisions I made and where it got me to, right? And so, yeah, bro.
Let's talk also about the solutions, because again, give and game.
Right.
One thing that I've learned on my journey of making more and more money, right? And I'm not one of them people where I'm bullshitting, where it's like I got tax returns where I can show you, hey, this year I was making this, the next year I was making double, the next year I was making more than that, right? My shit verified. But I don't say that to gloat. I say that to be like, yo, I have been through the fire, and I'm like, yo, this is the reality of the situation. Like, and I have people that look up to me on the social media tip, on the financial tip, on everything. I'm here to be like, yo, these are the things I've learned having to invest and losing tens of thousands of dollars that now you don't have to learn the hard way type shit. First, know your numbers, right? Track all your money
KPIs.
coming in and out. Get QuickBooks. QuickBooks is what, $20-$30?
Yeah, I think shoot, the
Depending on
lowest
what-
ain't like
I was
$12.99 a
about to say,
month.
depending on what
Yeah.
you sign up for.
Right. If you got a business, get QuickBooks. If you only have
Please.
personal, get Rocket Money. Rocket Money, I think, is a free app, but you can like upgrade and get certain stuff. But what it does is it shows you graphs of like where your money's going. Like I just got an alert that says you spent X amount of dollars less than last month, right? And I've been competing with myself to spend less money to cut my expenses down, because when I start getting more money, my expenses started going up. So QuickBooks, if you have a business, start categorizing everything. Rocket Money to categorize your personal expenses. And then once you start having those, get a financial planner. Your financial planner is then going to show you, or let me start with the bookkeeper. Get a bookkeeper, right? And a QuickBooks is basically bookkeeping service.
But I know what you mean, like CPA, tax account.
Yeah. So if you don't know how to personally do it, pay somebody to show you how to do it. Like with mine, QuickBooks, I pay for the live bookkeeper because I'm like, yo, show me what you do as an accountant. And then because it's cheaper for me to do that than it is for me to pay them to do it themselves. Because I had a bad CPA that I was paying hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars to do a bad job, but I didn't know what a good job looked like.
Yeah.
He's telling me everything that looked good, and I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I can do this. I can do that. He came back. It's like, nah, I didn't tell you that. I said, yes, the fuck you did. He's like, I never said that. Ended up cussing him out in the middle of Puerto Rico. I'm furious, right? So pay these people, these companies, to show you what a good job looks like. Alex Hormozy even talked about it. He's like, yo, I pay the top marketing companies to show me their business, and I might pay them a little extra to show me what they do. And once I learn how to do what they do, and I can do it as good as them, all right, get on, right?
Yeah.
So you get a bookkeeper, show you how to keep the books organized, clean, pretty, and neat. You get a financial planner to show you how to start managing your money
And building assets.
towards goals and assets, right? And then as you start getting more and more money coming in and things are more aligned, you get your tax strategist, right? Which is different than your tax filer. I remember getting into it with my mom, and first time she found out that I was paying like $300 or $400 for a tax filer. She's like, what? That's crazy. Da, 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 da. Like, I'm like, nah, like, I got more stuff going on than just a W-2. I don't have just one source of income going on.
Right.
If we're comparing apples to apples, you're paying $75 to $100 for one source of income. I have 5, which means I should be paying close to $500. I'm only paying $400, so I'm actually getting a better deal. right? Because now you got more stuff going on. But a tax strategist is somebody who's going to say, yo, these are the things that you need to accomplish and do and set up and put in place to hit these goals so that by the time you go to file your taxes, now you can already know, all right, cool, this is what my tax strategy is.
Let me ask you something, though. You said a bookkeeper, a tax preparer, and what was the first thing you said?
Your damn.
Oh, that's all good. But I was going to ask you, like, what about some things? What if, because we're talking to certain people on that may be on a certain level. What if they can't afford a bookkeeper?
That's what we're talking about, QuickBooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, or but
You can't afford. The thing is, you can't afford not to.
But here's the thing.
Yeah,
You gotta
that
have a perspective change because yes, you might save $20, $30, $40, $50 by not doing it, but when it comes tax time, you're losing thousands.
Well, we're talking
of
about
dollars.
the people who just have like a W-2, like they don't have like a business as of yet.
Without those things, you still aren't tracking your money, right? Rocket Money.
Actually, I will say you can use like
Rocket Money is free though.
like a Mint mobile app or something like that.
Right.
I mean, something free or something like it's a cheap subscription.
That's what I'm saying.
monthly.
I think Rocket,
Rocket Money
and Mint Mobile or Mint Mobile, Rocket and Mint are like close. I think they're owned by Intuit.
Yeah,
I think they're all into
they just merged with Credit Karma.
Yeah,
all that is ran by QuickBooks.
But that's what I'm saying. We're talking about QuickBooks, right? $12, $15, right? We're talking about Rocket Money, which I said was free, right? That's your personal stuff. And QuickBooks is only if you have a business.
And even if you only have just a W-2, even with QuickBooks, you don't know how much stuff you're missing out on writing off. Like,
right.
That's
and to even save on costs too, even if you can't afford a bookkeeper and stuff, a lot of times your tax strategist, your tax filer, and your bookkeeper might all be in.
They
might all do the same thing. Shout out to Laura Foose. We in Foose Studios right now. You know what I'm saying? It allowed her to purchase this and buy this space, but she does her thing and she, is really good at all three things. So
I want to talk more into the mentality because I actually got into it with, Sandbox friends a lot, where they would be like, "Oh, rich people don't have problems," and da da da. I'm like, bro. On my journey to getting more money, I started having a perspective change, right? And understanding the difference between a poor mindset and a rich man's mindset and a wealthy man's mindset. Poor person's mindset is, I don't have enough to afford this, so therefore I'm not going to pay for it. The rich person is like, all right, how can I afford this? And the wealthy person is like, who is going to pay for this so that I can afford this, right? Because, and the differences are this. If all you think about is, I can't afford this, your glass half empty perspective, right? And that doesn't just apply to that one thing, and it bleeds over into life. You're always going to have a glass half empty perspective on everything that you do, relationships, friendships, your relationship with God or whoever that you believe in. If you don't believe in God, that's on you, right? But the way that you attack your goals is also going to be that thing where it's like, I don't have it in me to do that. It's always coming from a sense of lacking and not having enough to suffice to get that goal. But when you start having that perspective of, all right, well, how can I do that? And that's why I love the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. The principle of that book is shifting the mindset. So many people get caught up in, that didn't actually happen, and and the book is inaccurate, and he's in all this debt. Bro, take it for the principle.
I mean, he's in all this debt because he learned how to actually leverage it.
Yeah.
There is a thing called good debt. People, like you said, we just gotta alter our mindsets, bro.
Right.
Like
that's the poor man's mentality where it's like, oh, all debt is bad debt. No, because Laura, right?
Mm-hmm.
This studio is debt.
Yeah.
She has rent every month. That is debt. But therefore, she acquired the debt to then make income and revenue. So therefore, it is good debt. So now there's more money coming. I'm pretty sure there's more money coming in.
More money coming in
than money's going out.
Yeah.
Right. And now, again, having that perspective change where it's like, all right, well, cool. I can't afford the software subscription. Right. What are you, and be honest with yourself, what are you bullshitting on that you could cut down on? If you eating out all the time, or it's like, oh, well, the excuse, here come the excuses. Oh, well, I got to eat out because I don't have time to. I'm tired when I get off work. I do this, I do that. There's always going to be some excuse. As my coach liked to say, excuses like assholes. Everybody got one, right? You got to make that time. Like, you either going to get on the front end or the back end. You're going to get in the front end of your day where it's between 5 in the morning to 7 in the morning when no one's bothering you and it's too early for anybody to really message you or follow up with you or whatever. Or you're going to get on the back end of your day, which is 8 to 11 p.m. Those are the times that nobody's going to be calling you. Nobody's going to be messaging you. Most times, you're still going to have those people. But my point is this. When you have that mentality shift and you realize, like, all right, cool, I'm going to sacrifice this thing temporarily in order to get that thing and have a bigger outcome and a bigger success towards that. That's the delayed gratification. We live in a world where it's like, yo, I want it now.
Yeah.
I don't want to sacrifice eating out. I need a work-life balance. I need a balance.
Sacrifice. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the main point. Or one of the main points.
Right.
It wasn't until I learned sacrifice and still learning, sacrifices to break a lot of my old habits to become successful. Bro, I had to embrace my sacrifices to become uncomfortable, bro. Like, my sacrifices made me uncomfortable because, like I said, they were my habits that I was so used to, not knowing, these habitual habits were causing me to, not accomplish my goals in the timely manner that I expected myself to do. Not even on no instant gratification shit. It's just like, oh, damn, bro. I could have edited those pictures yesterday, but
bullshit.
Yeah, I wanted to
chill,
do X, Y, and Z. Which, which book is it? Damn. Hold on.
It's all good.
My bad. Hold on.
So I was reading the book.
My bad. 10x is easier than 2x, bro.
10x. That's not the Grant Cardone, is it?
No, that's just 10x.
Oh, it's 10x.
Dan Sullivan.
Dan Sullivan. Okay.
Yeah.
I've read books
I was
by him.
reading something like that as well with what's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. But I just bought the book, The Compound Effect. That's a Darren Hardy, I believe.
Yeah.
With a sense like that. But even like if you go back to there's something Rashad Bilal said from Ring of Leadership. He said, "You're building something. You ain't gonna have no fucking work-life balance.
You're not.
It's gonna be work.
There's no such thing as
work-life
balance.
It's fuck
bro.
balance. Like you're gonna have to, like, it's something I'm still battling through myself. Like learning how to work through when you feel like you fucking burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
Still got to push through that shit because it is what it is. You got goals. You're gonna have to learn how to work through them shit because as you get more and more successful, you're gonna feel like you burned out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but you're gonna have to learn how to work through that.
Also, too, I'm gonna keep getting on you about it. Pause, but bruh, one reason I know you're most likely burnt out right now too is because, bruh, you have not upped them prices yet, fool.
Yeah,
that is something I just said when it came in. Like I grossly undercharged my services.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Grossly.
And yeah,
makes
crazy.
me want to throw up.
I was talking to damn, I forgot his name, but he came and because I put him onto Les to do like the video for the last live podcast. Well, I did the video for the podcast, but he got the video of like the whole building and the different things.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Bro, you got more equipment than me, and you charge less."
I'm
Right.
telling
And
you,
that's
bro.
like, and I had to look into that shit. Like, yo,
Nigga,
he charged them $500. I was charging them $300, and I had the audio and the video.
Bro, I told you, bro. I've been in this shit for 10, 11 years now, bro. I did it. Like, I did it.
Right.
Like,
Hold on.
I was charging the $150.
Hold on.
Oh shit. But yeah, so like when it comes to like when it came to me charging clients when I first started out, I'm only doing like $150, $200 a
Exactly
shoot,
what I'm doing.
and everybody's booking that because that's just like cheap, bro. Especially for the quality that I'm providing. And then it was like, damn, well, I'm working my IT job. I'm still working at Foot Locker at the time. I'm doing this. I'm like, damn, bro.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm cooked. Like taking photos wasn't even exciting no more. Like the passion for it was like draining.
That's your 2X.
Yeah, and then it really was my 2X. And then somebody, I can't remember when or who, but somebody literally made me up my shit to like $275, $325, like depending on what I had to shoot, instead of just pricing everything out at that $150, $200 range. And from that point, shit, even though I was starting to get no's, like I wasn't really used to no's, shit, one shoot take care of 2,
3, yeah.
yeah, 2, 3, yeah. So I'm just like, oh, hold on, this shit is sweet.
Give me one second, y'all. My phone.
And to that point of just like charging more, I was telling that Mill that this is the way that I was reading these books, which was $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozy. Then I read $100 Million Offers to get the idea in my head, like plant the seed, like, yo, charge more, but not just charge more, but provide a crazy amount more value, right? Like, DeMille, you got all this equipment going on. You have the crazy amount of value. Now it's like time to differentiate yourself. Like, yo, I'm not just doing this, but I'm doing editing. I'm doing this. I'm doing that and doing that. That's why I charge my stuff. Then you go read Oversubscribed. I forget the dude's name. Who? Dan
Priestley.
Yeah.
Daniel Priestley.
Right. You read Oversubscribed and you realize, and this is what I was telling Markel, I don't want to service everybody. Like you were saying, you were doing all this stuff and you're spreading yourself thin, trying to service everybody and help everybody. I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
I want to charge a stupid ass price that if you say yes, all right, cool, now it's worth my time.
And we about to cook.
Right? And I'm going to provide top quality service because now it's worth my time. Right? And then go back to $100 Million Offers to create that offer that would make sense, make it stupid for that person to say no, or make it stupid for that person to be like, nah, I don't want this service. Because it's like, it's all this stuff. To go back to a point.
Then I would add, go to $100 million leads.
Right. To get those leads coming in. So when you're talking about like, yo, you got all these people, I know the people will come because I have a service, and you saw the way that I set it up.
Right.
What?
Got it.
I have a service?
Nah, the come part, bro.
I don't know. Anywho, I'm providing a service to people that they need to like go through. They need to automate. I'm about to fire them. I'm not but they need to automate their business, right?
Yeah.
And so, I'm structuring it in a way that is so unique to their business. Now I'm creating a one-of-one business, even though I'm in a niche that there's thousands of people already doing, right? Now, going back to a point where we're talking about being uncomfortable with what you got going on in your situation, I'm saying this from a perspective of like, yo, I did it. I went and had the comfort life of going to Puerto Rico. I lived in Puerto Rico for a month, worked on the beach, for a week straight, and was super comfortable because I was like, yo, I work out in the morning time, so I don't really need to work out at night. I knock out all my stuff before 8 o'clock. My job, I'm done by like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. I have the full day to go do whatever it is that I want to do. And I'm chilling. And that's the lifestyle that most people say that they want, to be able to work on the beach and have this lifestyle where it's like you get to be done before 12 and do whatever it is and just chill for the rest of your day. And I'm here to tell you that gets boring quick.
You want that 4-hour work week.
Bro, that's how I was able to do it. I read the 4-hour work week, and in 2 months, I put everything in place to be able to do that stuff. I challenged myself. I got so uncomfortable that I challenged myself to do the things that I learned from the 4-hour work week. I automated my Airbnb business. I automated my Turo business. I outsourced everything. The only thing I had to manually do was my job, but I was able to do that in like 3 hours, 4 hours, right?
Mhm.
And again, I was able to go to Puerto Rico for a month, live that dream lifestyle that most people want, travel and have fun and work on the beach. And I was like, yo, this is boring. This is tiring. Like I don't want to do this. And I realized at 25 years old, right, 25? Yeah, 25 years old. I realized at 25 years old that I don't want to just retire and live on the beach for the rest of my days. That's the most boring thing. And I can hear people now like, what? I gladly do that.
You've experienced it though.
I'm telling you from experience, it's not what it seems because you just like, there's no end goal in mind. There's nothing to aim for. And you just become like this person who's complacent.
I will say I would like to add on to that whenever you finish your point.
Now, granted, I'm a very ambitious person.
Right.
So everybody's got their own steez. And there's somebody who might be just like, yo, that's really, I just really want to chill. Like, good for you. But I'm talking, that's not, like, we're not trying to service everybody.
Yeah.
Our goal and our message is for those who are trying to be ambitious, who are trying to figure out that next step to hit that next level and next peak. That ain't the lifestyle you want.
I will say this, though. The reason why that ain't the lifestyle, or it could be, I may not speak in definite terms, there's a possibility because you know your purpose, right? And so there's a lot of people who don't have their purpose or don't know that purpose where that lifestyles fly, honestly. Because, but you know your purpose, so you'll be bored not
Hold on, bro.
going towards that.
Are we talking about purpose or goals? Because
Purpose, I say, because
I mean, a little both.
two different things, bro.
okay, speak on
So, do y'all know what your purpose is? I recently just found out what my purpose was.
My purpose is to educate and give back
All right.
while, having kids and stuff, family.
it. Right. Well, I think what I believe my purpose is to, like you said, give back. So I think that's what we're doing now with the content is giving back. Also, I believe my purpose because I love real estate. I believe my purpose is to bring like affordable housing, bring more affordable housing for more people. So
Yeah, what were you about to say, Marco?
So, how you find your purpose or how do you realize what your purpose is? So one, what would you do for the rest of your life if you was paid to do it or not? Like, what's something you would do for the rest of your life for free?
Philanthropy.
Like something like if you could not get paid to do it, like what's something that you would do for the rest of your life for free? And then number two, what comes easy for you but hard for others?
Educating. Both of those are one and the same. Educating people. If I didn't get paid to educate people, I still do it. Because I even when I was in Puerto Rico, I would have 30, 45-minute, hour-long conversations with people, even though I charge consulting fees.
Oh, yeah. I mean, bro, shit, you did it with me a couple times.
Yeah.
Well,
That's my thing.
we really locked in type shit.
Yeah.
And then number three, what's your source of agitation is your assignment.
My source of agitation?
What irks you the most is your assignment. And that's how you know what your purpose is.
Oh, efficiency. I can't stand when people ain't got shit efficient. And
So
that's my business, my consulting business.
So for my mentor, his was people lacking confidence. He instills confidence in people. For me, it's the education piece again, bro. Like, my source of agitation is ignorance, and especially within our community, bro. Like, it's so much information that, we not necessarily don't know or didn't really have access to, but all right, now that it's there, for like, we got the TikToks, we got the Instagrams, we got the YouTubes, and we got the books, bro. It's so much information that's really there and like right at our grasp, and we're refusing to pick it up or try to take it on, or even try to learn something. So that's my source of like, bro, that shit really agitates me, bro. Like, I'm kind of like getting worked up right now talking about it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I believe for me, like I said, what I would do if I didn't get paid to do is kind of like what we're doing now. Honestly, it's like you said, educate. I believe this is a form of education.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We try to make it entertaining as well. Like we want a mixture of both. But yeah, I believe this is something I would do. I love, like, if you told me I can be in like I want to be a real estate developer. Like I want to one day build buildings, skyscrapers, residential buildings, office buildings. And so if you told me I could do that, like I ain't gonna say for the rest of my life without getting paid, but if you told me like for the next year or two, like I can intern at a real estate developer and not get paid, I would do that shit in a heartbeat. Because for some reason that I've just taken it from since I was a kid, I've taken a love into that, like building buildings and building stuff. And so,
What's your source of agitation?
my source of agitation,
Things that grind your gears the most.
Yeah.
honestly, it's being, I would say people being complacent, or even me being complacent, or not moving towards my goals at the pace I want to move to. So that's probably be my source of agitation.
That's your purpose, along with the education part.
Right.
Because your real estate is your passion.
Right.
Because like all the stuff you was listening about real estate and everything, I was like that you're passionate about it. That's definitely your passion. But what you're doing, like what you said at first, bro, what you're doing right now, bro, educating people,
Right.
being open, being vulnerable, like allowing people to be in your space and in your world, know about your problems now and how we are overcoming them, and just being real and authentic with the people, bro. That's
I got something to say too. You not asking yourself these tough questions to your own self is preventing you from hitting your next goals.
That's real.
You not writing down your goals is preventing you from hitting that next peak.
That is the realest shit.
Can't keep it all in your head.
You not being honest enough to keep honest people around you is preventing you from seeing your greatness. You always needing to have a yes man and not holding yourself accountable is putting blinders on yourself.
Hey, amen to all 5 bars he just said. You got more?
Like,
I'm using
you
all
wishing that things came to you easy makes it harder for things that you need to come to you.
Hold on, touch on that real quick. Because I don't want that to go over people's head. The other ones, I feel like, all right, if you ain't really get that, all right, we got to work with you a little bit. But that one I need you to touch on.
If you want things to come to you easy,
I'm letting you slide, bro.
there's going to be tough lessons that need to come to you. Because you're just coming from a perspective of, and there's certain people, but I'm not going to say all women, because I can't say that. But there's a good amount of people, men and women.
Before you take off, right?
Yeah. There's a good amount of people, men and women, who say, well, I've been through this, so I deserve so much. No, the fuck you don't.
That is a trait of both men and women.
Yeah.
Right. More off. Anyways.
Yeah, more,
right. Let me shut up.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Let me shut up. So, but you thinking that you deserve stuff because you simply experience something does not mean that you deserve it. You putting it, you experiencing it, plus putting the work behind an action plan, plus enduring the ups, the downs, the hardships of it, then equals you deserving of that thing. Too many people sit here and be like, yeah, I deserve this and I deserve the world. Why? The world don't owe you nothing. If the world don't owe you nothing, how do you deserve everything?
Yeah.
Damn.
Where's the button at?
Oh, I got you, my guy.
Right?
Hold on, wait, because I think you muted. Oh, there you go.
There you go. You just muted it.
I
We gonna edit that one. Good Lord.
It's all good. There we go. There we go.
Right?
I just gave you the air horn.
So we again, we live in this microwave society where we want instant gratification but fail to put in the work to get the desired results. If you're sitting here wondering why things aren't happening to you, ask yourself the tough question of what have you done to get to that point? And be honest. Because most people are like, well, I've done da 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 da. But if you tell that to somebody else, they be like, and I'm not saying just to anybody, because you can go find a bum on the street and be like, good shit, man, good shit. I'm talking to somebody who might be at a level above you. Tell that same thing that you did that you now deserve, or the reason why you deserve this thing, to somebody who's at a financial or a place that you view as slightly elevated than you, and see what they say. Cause and make sure that this person is an honest, no bullshit kind of person. Like somebody's like, and the fuck else? What else? Right? Because you not having that person to be brutally honest with you is why you're complacent, because you're just so in your soft girl or your soft guy era. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Man,
but if you want to really hit that next level, you need somebody who's gonna be brutally honest with you to be like, yo, I'm only telling you this because I care for you. Like,
I want to see you be just successful as me, or shit, even more successful. So.
Yeah, and that person who's brutally sometimes I'll say sometimes, that person who's brutally honest with you. I got a best friend, and I'm brutally honest with her, like to the point where her other friends, her family, like, why do you take that from him? It's because I'm like, yo, I want to see her achieve those goals, and I'm tough. It's tough love, because the world ain't gonna be nice to you just because you had a tough upbringing, or you had a tough experience, or you had a rough day. It don't give a fuck about nothing you got going on. It's going to happen to you. So if you can't take with that person who cares for you with like a strong sense of like, yeah, all right, nah, it's as a challenge, right? If you can't take that, then what do you think the world's going to do to you when it's like, oh, you think you did something? Oh, okay, hot shot. All right, no problem. We're going to solve that real quick. Your tire flat.
I'm telling you.
Your bank account low. Overdraft.
Need new brakes and rotors.
Man.
On all of them.
All four.
And your mama too.
Damn.
Right? So
I'm telling you.
that's what I'm saying. It's like you got to have those brutally honest conversations. I've been having those conversations with people, and like it rubs people the wrong way all the time.
Because people aren't as self-aware or aren't really ready to accept their truth. Like, but even some things when it comes to me, bro, like I said earlier, bro, like it wasn't until I put some of those habits down on paper and I was just like, damn, I spend, this amount of time per day. Oh, this amount of time per week. Oh, this amount of time per month. Multiply that for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
bro, change your whole perspective. You like, I'm wasting this much time, or I'm not really like, I'm not living up to my potential by feeding into, unnecessary, habits.
And that's where
Man, let me be transparent.
Go ahead.
Smoking, going outside. Bro, I haven't been outside in a little minute, popping some bottles and stuff, other than like, quick vacation or something. But, I ain't been outside, had some fun. Since it's almost been like 8 months now. So it's just like cutting back on stuff, hanging out with certain people. You know what I'm saying? I had to align myself with the right people. Different stuff like that, bro.
It was
So if we're gonna be honest, like we gonna be real, blatantly honest, because
I'm about to say, you don't want me to be blatantly honest.
nah, let's keep it real. I used to have that same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same problem, but mine wasn't hanging out. Well, it wasn't all the way hanging out or taking trips. Definitely wasn't taking trips, because I need to travel more. But my problem was, y'all niggas out here tricking like a motherfucker, like tricking on on women, like taking women on dates. Like there was a one time, bro, I spent like on the first day, I spent like over $500 on the first date. On the first date, man.
Can't relate.
No.
Never had.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
on the
man.
first date, I
On
can't.
the
I don't got
first
to.
date,
Crazy.
A young month. I was out here.
Damn.
I had just joined the fire department. First, got that good. Started getting some good money. Nice little chick. I felt like I had the confidence, so I felt like she was probably a little bit out of my league. Yeah, so man, yeah, bro. Like, yo, I spent some money on her. Like,
Womp, womp, womp.
hey, you know what? I got that in here too. But I ain't gonna hit myself with that. But pause.
Fatality.
I don't know what just happened.
Me.
I had the fatality.
Tricking.
Yeah, man, I used to be. Hey, bro, when I was there in the academy, like the fire academy, he used to call me, "Hey, yo, Trick Daddy," and I like that was what I was known for, bro.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna be known for
They
it,
called me Trick Daddy,
Hey.
bro, because I was out here, bro. I was just out here.
I can't hold you, bro.
I was fresh. I was fresh. Look, bro, I had came from a job. I was making $20,000 to. Now I don't see that much, but it was like 25, 26. I was going up to like $57,000 a year.
Oh, yeah.
So I had like extra money. Like I had money like I ain't never seen before on a paycheck.
I can't hold
Like
you,
I was
bro.
I was living with my dad. You know, I had no responsibility. So I was like I was just out here living.
I can't hold you, bro. Nah, shit. You can't relate to tricking?
Yeah.
No, I can't. When I was making $60K, I still feel like I wasn't making no money.
Oh, respect. Nah, I can't lie,
would
bro.
also spend.
Shit, I love going on dates and stuff. So like, yeah, that was one of my. Bro, I had to stop going on dates, bro. 'Cause, bro, I love,
Listen.
bro.
All right.
Bro, hey,
I had to stop going on dates, but now
hey,
I just
I'm gonna spend it. If
let me-
you
let
about to
me-
have some fun, I'm
Let
spending.
me put y'all on game. Here we go.
hold on, no. We got game now. I'm just saying because now I take
They may
these
not
chicks-
have game.
I take these chicks to coffee shops, take them to public parks, you know, shit like that. You know,
No,
I-
we going to eat good.
Listen.
I ain't doing all that. Not on the first date.
Listen, I have a way that I've been doing it. Again, experience, bro. I've been going. You seen the Jones I've been pulling too, right?
Oh, he won. Okay.
No, I'm just saying. Again, it's not. I ain't speaking on the side of my neck. I ain't speaking on the side of my neck. I'm only speaking from experience. Where I've actually pulled bad Jones. So I'm saying from experience, bro. You can go to endless dates for less than $100. Now, have I tricked? Absolutely. We've all tricked.
All men have tricked.
We
at one
all
point.
have tricked. That it's part of the game.
Part of the game.
But bro, go to TikTok, right? Again, I'm saying this as game.
Well,
Like,
this was before TikTok.
well, yeah, but my point is, you can still do the same thing. TikTok just makes it faster, right? Going to things like museums, right? Because they love museums, right? I want to, bro. I'm gonna give y'all a game. In the DMV, if you do this, it's a solid lineup. It's this The View. That's what it's called. It's this place in Arlington called The View, and it's literally you see the entire skyline of
I know
DC.
you're talking about the building you're talking about. It's in Rosslyn.
Yeah, I don't know where it's,
It's
but
in
yeah,
Rosslyn.
right. You go to The View, see The View, right? You be like, yo, we going somewhere else. Boom. Then you go to the tidal basin, right? Because right now we got the cherry blossoms,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or you just find somewhere nice to walk. Then you take her to it's like this museum of like World of Words or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're talking about.
You seen that joint?
Yeah,
It's like that.
I've been to all the museums
Yeah.
that DC, bro.
And I'm gonna get to a point like that, right? And then you take her to honeymoon chicken, right?
I was waiting for the Easter.
Yeah,
coming,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I'm
You
not
know.
gonna-
It's like take everybody to honeymoon, dog.
But
Honeymoon
listen,
is good though. It's good.
right?
It's good. I ain't gonna front. Cheap
right.
is cheap.
cheap. That was
And
a cheap
it's
ass
cheap.
date.
And
too.
it's
And so listen, The View is free, right? Tidal Basin is free. The museum is free. The only thing you spent money on
Mm-hmm.
was honeymoon, and you know honeymoon is the only place I've ever doubled back to in the same day to eat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me give a disclaimer too. If you're in DC area or if you ever travel to DC, that's so no one ever get on over on you. All the museums, Smithsonian museums are free.
Right.
So if you don't ever pay to get in, all of them are free.
I can't remember last time I paid for a museum.
Now some like the African American Museum, which I think should take some chicks may love that as well.
That's a
you
little
should,
dark though.
Yeah,
That's a
I
little
get you.
dark
I get
for-
you.
for a
But
date.
maybe
Uh,
Unless she's into that.
Yeah, that's like
like
that might
that.
got, and that might still be like fifth.
Yeah, I get you. I
dating.
get you. I get you. But like those, like that museum specifically because it's new.
Yeah.
You have to like reserve like a time to go. But yeah, like all the Smithsonian museums are free. So just a FYI.
So, but things like that, bro. I just named 5 dates in one day.
Mm-hmm.
She wants girls want the experience, bro. Like they just want the experience to say, "Oh, I've never been here before." They want to be able to do that. Picture. That's all, right? But now you get to see how she moves, right? Because there's enough time to see how she sees nice things, the view, how she sees when she's walking around, inconvenience, right? When she starts getting hungry, now y'all both get to see how y'all act when y'all got to start doing things and go here, go there, and do all this other stuff. Next thing, bro, that's date one. Like, wow, this is so much.
And something I like to do when I'm out DC, real cheap, like probably won't spend no more than $25, fellas. Take them scooters everywhere. Bookmark your car where you park your car. I'm telling you in your maps. Hey, bro, riding the scooters, shorty. Like even if y'all go on that joint, like if y'all in DC getting, y'all had some drinks, get a little schmiz or whatever. Bro, ride the scooters around. She's going to enjoy that.
No.
Not a bike,
as a firefighter and EMT, if you've been drinking, please be careful on them scooters because I done seen. Bro, I get a lot of calls. I get a lot of calls of people fucking themselves up on them scooters.
Right.
Like I've ran where
that's why I said
last year where somebody.
That's why I said not a bike.
Like the bone was coming out of her skin.
Right.
They was going crazy on them scooters. So be careful on them scooters.
Make sure you have my type of hand-eye coordination because I ain't never fell off or bust my ass on them joints.
So that's day one, scooters, day two, and then gun range. If you into that kind of thing, day three, boom, you ain't got a trick, right? And you can still pull a badge on. Anywho, back to the main point of what we were talking about.
Let's try to close out next 10 to 15.
That's cool. That's cool.
We coming up on 116.
Yeah, they getting hella game though.
Yeah,
all different topics.
But are we going to?
Yeah. So back to the main point.
Yes. To answer your question, yes.
Locking in and understanding that you are your own worst enemy. The things that you are not doing beforehand are catching up to you on the backhand. Like we were just talking about with dating. Guys, as if you're not putting the upfront work and the effort in the beginning, guess what? You're gonna have to pay more in the end to trick and to keep this person and their interest in doing all this stuff. If you're not putting the work up front to map out your goals with Miro, to structure your goals with Trello, to plan your goals as well with a daily planner, right? Good Notes or Finisher's Journal or Intention Journal. Although the last two you can get on Amazon. If you're not doing that, guess what? You're paying on the back end because now you got to go ahead and pray that you got enough in your 401k, that you got enough in Social Security, that you got enough and maybe a pension if that still exists by the time we're old, right? You're paying somewhere. You're either going to pay on the front end or the back end. I keep telling you, it's going to happen one or two ways. You're either going to do it on the front end or the back end. You're either going to plan your day in the beginning and execute your day in the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. Either way, as long as you get it done, that's the most important part. You start getting checklists of things that you need to get done, and you start chipping away. You're not going to get it all done in one day.
Compound interest.
You're not going to get it done in a week, right? You're not going to get it done in a month, all your goals. Some things are going to have to be the compound effect, right? Where you have to start building up that person of who you are to realize that, I got to do these things to get to this goal. And sometimes you're going to have to use other people to get to that goal, right? You're going to have to outsource. Sometimes it's not going to be enough to have just your talent, effort, and money into it and to get to those goals. Sometimes you're going to have to use other people's money to get to other people's audience. Thank you for another episode.
Bam.
You said that in reverse, but I got you though. Peace.